Welcome to the dressage draw for leg 3 of the 2018 Event Rider Masters Series, which heads to Belgium, to Arville, for the very first time this coming weekend. What a top class field we have in store for you as well. 11 different nations represented, 5 former leg winners in the lineup, both former series champions as well, and 9 of the world's top 20. It promises to be an exciting event, and we'll be bringing you all of the action live and free eventridermasters.tv. But the dressage draw in the Event Rider Masters is a little bit different because it is seeded, and that means that up to the last 5 tests for each of our horses is averaged, and that splits the field into groups D, C, B and A. Group D, who have the lowest average, will be in first, and then finally Group A will be last to go. So they have the best average in the field, which should mean that we see some really top quality tests coming forward on the end of the dressage day. But don't be fooled, because there are some really, really big names in each of the groups. So let's get started. This is Group D. We start at 9 o'clock. The first horse goes into the arena Central European time. So we go live at 8:45, and it will be Izzy Taylor, Direct Teleoran Cruise, who gets us underway. Izzy, who was on the podium with Call Me Maggie May at Chatsworth a little bit earlier on this year, will be followed into the arena by none other than Christopher Forsberg and Hippo Sapporo from Sweden. Christopher, who went really well in Wiesbaden, actually finished in 14th place there in leg 2. Next to come forwards, it is Katja Weimann for Australia, BP Cosmopolitan. Katja made her Event Rider Masters debut in Wiesbaden. And then coming forwards in this first session of dressage, Nils Trebe, Montina 4 for Germany. Nils, who made his Event Rider Masters debut in Wiesbaden of 2017. Next up, Michael Young, Corazon, top 10 in Wiesbaden. Michael Young, who won in Jardy last year. What can he do here? We told you there'd be some big names coming out straight away. Next to come forwards, Laura Collett and London 52. Laura, who's been on incredible form, just missed out on that podium finish at Chatsworth, brings forward a horse that's relatively inexperienced at the level, but my word, what a talent he is. And the penultimate rider to go in this first session, making her Event Rider Masters debut, young Swedish rider Ebba Advenick and Carlos. And finally, in this first session of dressage, none other than Italian superstar Vittoria Panizon and Borough Penny. The horse that she rode at the London Olympics, finished just outside the top 10 back in 2012. Well, that is the first session of dressage. Let's take a look at that running order. This is how they're going to be coming forward. Remember, we go live at 8:45 Central European time, and the first horse going into the arena at 9 o'clock Central European time to get us underway. So then this is the group seeded C. So who will be coming forward to get us underway after that first break of the day? It will be Karen Donkers and Jalapeno. Karen ranked inside the world's top 20. She'll be the first to start in that second session of dressage. And then it will be Kirsty Johnston, WTTL, Opposition Skylaw, a combination who actually finished top 10 in the Event Rider Masters at Blair Castle back in 2016. Keep a close eye on them. Next to come forward, the sole Polish representative, Paul Spizak and Banderas. And Paul, top 10 in Wiesbaden last year, actually finished in the top 15 in Kentucky a little bit earlier on this year as well. And next to come forwards, it will be a young lady making her Event Rider Masters debut, Italy's Ludovica Manzoli, Pinup Demai, the young rider superstar from Italy. Next to come forwards in the second session of dressage will be Sam Griffiths with his wonderful 19-year-old 4-star campaigner Happy Times. And then we turn our attentions to Donatien Joly, Pivoine de Touche, the combination who were top 10 in Jardy last year. Combination actually seeded 17th in the dressage. next to come forward. So reaching the halfway stage very nearly, it will be Christopher Burton, Polystar, owned by Trisha Rickard's Polystar. And my word, top 10 in Wiesbaden, Chris Burton, keep a very close eye on him, particularly come Sunday afternoon in the cross-country phase. And finally, taking us to the lunch break, it will be Brazilian Olympian Marcio Jorge with JCR winner, a horse making his Event Rider Masters debut. Marcio, hugely experienced, of course, and they will be the halfway stage of leg 3 dressage of the Event Rider Masters in Arville this weekend. Let's take a look at that first half of the running order and just where your favourites will be coming forwards. This is when it starts to get very interesting as well. Group B coming forward now. So let's take a look. Who will be getting us underway after the short lunch break due in the arena at around 12:30 Central European time? And it will be Francis Whittington and Hasty Imp, a horse that's actually been top 10 on a number of Event Rider Masters legs, yet to make the podium. Will they manage to do it in Arville? Next up, it is Tom McEwen and Figaro Ranhet Brooksoff. They will be coming forward. Tom was on the podium in second place at Blair Castle with Diesel back in 2016. And then comes Bill Levitt, Shannondale Titan, horse about to make his 14th Event Rider Masters appearance. That is quite some record. Yet to finish on the podium, but he's been in the top 10 on a number of occasions. They have a dressage average of 30.2, taking into account the new FEI scoring system. Next up, it will be French superstar Maxime Livio, Tina de la Fief, a horse who went very well at Samur 3-star last year. And then to come forward, it will be, well, this is a real treat. Keep your eyes peeled. From New Zealand, Clark Johnston, Balmoral sensation. They were 6th at the Olympic Games. They won Adelaide 4-star last year. They're en route to the World Equestrian Games in Tryon a little bit later on this year. It's not often we get to see Clark over this side of the world. Make sure you enjoy it. He is going to be a hot favourite. And that horse actually comes here on the back of 4 straight international victories. Then coming forwards, it will be Sydney Dufresne and Tresor Mail. And Sydney actually 29.5 this combination average in the dressage. Were 4th at Barbary last year, just narrowly missing out on a podium finish. But if you remember back then, they were very fast across the country. And next to go, the 2017 Wiesbaden victors Sarah Cohen and Treason. Sarah, who finished in 2nd place on the series podium in 2017. And finally, taking us up to the final break of the day in the dressage, Tim Price, the current series leader. He has 36 series points on the board so far. He'll need to add to that this weekend. He comes forward with the relatively inexperienced but very talented Kinkuli Cruising. So 3/4 of the way through the dressage. Let's take a look at that running order. This is how things look before we head into that final session of dressage. So the final session of dressage is the combinations, the 8 combinations with the best averages in the field. So let's see who will be first to come forwards. It will be, well, one of surely the firm favourites to take the title in Arville this weekend, Thomas Carlyle and the superstar stallion Upsilon. They have the 2nd best average in the field of 25.7. They have the best ever Event Rider Masters dressage score. That equates to a 20.5 in the new scoring system. They scored that at Barbary last year. My word, Tom would be happy if he could recreate that this weekend. Can he beat it as well? Then it will be Liz Halliday Sharp from the United States of America, Fernhill by Night, coming forwards. And then, and my word, the big guns really do keep coming, don't they? Oliver Townend, Kilner Braddon Evo. A horse who's won 2 Event Rider Masters legs previously, was actually on the podium in Wiesbaden a little bit earlier on this year as well. And that is going to be quite a tussle between those first 3 combinations coming forward to see who can challenge the top of the leaderboard at this stage. Then it will be Astier Nicolas. Astier, one of the former winners in the field, comes forward with Vinci de la Vigne. This is a horse that went really well to finish 4th at Buccolo last year. and 6th best average in the field, 27.4 this combination average in the first phase. So after Astier Nicolas, it will be a lady on quite sensational form. Janelle Price, back-to-back 4-star winner at Badminton and Le Moulin this year, comes forward with Cloud Dancer, 25.2 her average dressage score, and that's actually the best in the field. So Janelle will be coming forward, and then all eyes will turn to the 2017 series champion Gemma Tattersall and Chica Bella P. Chica Bella P actually was integral as part of Gemma's challenge for the series last year. Finished in 4th on 2 occasions at Jardy and Blenheim. Didn't quite make the podium. Can she do it in Arville? And then it will be Sir Mark Todd, NZB Campino for New Zealand. 4th best average in the field, this combination, 27.1, and such an experienced combination as well. And finally, concluding the dressage phase for leg 3 of the Event Rider Masters, who is it going to be? It is going to be Teresa Wiklund and Diabolique from Sweden. The combination actually, who when they made their Event Rider Masters debut in Jardy last year, were super impressive in this first phase. So that is the leaderboard. That is how things are going to pan out so far in the dressage for Saturday. All of the combinations will be coming forward in that order. So let's take a look at just how things will be panning out on Saturday. And there are certainly superstars throughout the day, so you won't want to miss any of the action. We've got it all live and free for you at eventridermasters.tv. We go live at 8:45 Central European time. We hope that you can join us, because my word, it promises to be an exciting leg 3 of the 2018 Event Rider Masters series.